There has been rumors of a Ratchet and Clank TV series that will appear on HBO Max one day, and while we really know nothing about it and whether or not if it's really a thing, I would still like to do some speculation because hey, it'll be fun. First speculation is it will be released at or around the same time as the Ratchet and Clank Remastered Collection, which I believe will come out on Ratchet and Clank's 20th anniversary, which I think is in about 3 years. Now, what would a Ratchet and Clank TV series be like? There are many ways they could go about it. They could base it purely on the games and just expand on some detail, or they could flat out make their own story and only keep somewhat of the tone of the original. Personally, I'm fine either way. However, if they just copy the classic, they would really need to expand and explore ideas, the story, characters, and universe. They simply must explore and expand the world of Ratchet and Clank and its characters in various ways to be interesting for fans that know the video games. The most important thing would be, besides just having good writing, is the tone. Ratchet had a ton of crass jokes in the classic. Some I'm shocked they got away with, but this show would be on HBO Max, so they can pretty much do what they want. The games also had a capitalism bad theme to it, too much of its humor. Honestly, one could argue that the themes of capitalism and consumerism in the Ratchet and Clank series is honestly stronger than what people say is in the Final Fantasy VII and Fallout games, in my opinion. Now the classics, I think if they tried to replicate the humor completely, they would likely fail. It would likely come across as just a ripoff. Instead, they should also look toward the style of, say, other sci-fi shows like Rick and Morty or Futurama. Though I understand anyone being against those styles of writing, but I believe if done right, the mix of edge and humor could work. It would need to balance all that with story. I don't think a Ratchet and Clank story would need to go deep in the lore early on, but I believe they should slowly establish some baseline elements like the Lombaxes being rare or borderline extinct, and how that affects the character of Ratchet. I would like Ratchet to be the same character as he is in the game, a bit of a dick that grows later on, though maybe make the transition not drag out. And I really hope they ditch that surfer, skateboarder, dude bro style of talking he had in the first game. Each season should be based on one game each, but again, more fleshed out, more world building, and likely more characters are needed. They could also go more for the tone of the remake and the movie, which, while a scary thought to the fandom, I would be fine with it if the writing is well done. They can try to be that Pixar style, because honestly, in my opinion, what matters the most in a story is the heart, passion, and vision you put into it. They could also make up unique adventures we simply never saw in the series, and there could be episodes devoted to characters like Angela Cross, Captain Starshield. Y'all remember his comics? A episode on Captain Quark, or even an episode on the villains like Dr. Nefarious. I think regardless of how they go about the seasons, it should be no more than 8 episodes. There's a lot of potential in a Ratchet and Clank TV series to be really good, with hopefully, as the fans would say, edgy or slightly edgy tone to it. Or maybe they will shock us all and the Ratchet and Clank series will instead be based on the manga. Yes, the manga where everyone was horny, everyone was zany, even edgier than the games. But as funny as that would be, nah, it should just be based on the game. Okay, whether or not the rumors are true, would you guys like a Ratchet and Clank type series? If so, how would you like it to be done? Let me know in the comments, and remember to please like and subscribe.